Hi there, happy December. It's Lael with Lael by Mail. In this video, we're going to take a look at the first 5 days in my 2024 December Daily, December Documented project. I have included a link in the description box down below to purchase the 2024 December Documented mini book project kit. I have also included a link in the description box down below to my blog, where I am daily throughout the month of December, or the first 25 days, showing in detail each of my pages, kind of how I put them together and the different products I used. Okay, let's get in. Let's dig in. Let's get in. Let's dig in. All right. So I will, in my little calendar here up front, that is actually the last thing I will do when I'm done with the project. So I'll kind of fill in those days and write a few things that we did, and then also do some decorating in each of those days as well. So starting with the first, this has sort of become kind of my trademark in my probably last 4 or 5 December dailies, where I start out with a 2x2 pocket page. So with this 2x2 pocket page, as you can see, I have left a number of the pockets blank, or kind of clear. I've added things on top of the pocket page, but what I love about doing that, you kind of get that fun little see-through effect on, just so you can see what's underneath. So here I've done some rub-ons on top of the pocket page. I've created 2 different shaker pockets by including little resin pieces there and some gold stars there. But it's just a fun way to kind of introduce the project as a whole. So on the first, my husband Nick and I went to the Utah Jazz game, and they were playing the Lakers. If you follow basketball, it was an amazing game. The Jazz lost by 1 at the very, very end, but we had a lot of fun doing that. On the back side, so full-size photo there. On the back side, I've done a little, what I call a Dutch door here. So hinges on the left, opens on the right. So I'm doing my journaling there. And then on the other side, hinges on the right, opens on the left. But this is kind of my little trick for if you have photos that you want to include that perhaps don't necessarily go with the color scheme in your project, really any given project. This is kind of a great way to hide them. You still have the photo, but it also makes kind of a fun interactive element. Speaking of interactive elements, on the second, I have, again, a set of Dutch doors. So, not Dutch doors, French doors. I'll do Dutch doors later, but French doors, again, hinging on the left and right edges, opening in the center. So as we open there, this is a 8x12 piece of paper that I scored a couple of times. So as we open up, a little bit of journaling, and this piece folds out. I have included some photos of some of the decorations around the house, and then this entire piece folds back to reveal quite a few more photos. So basically on that one page, that would be the one base page, right? I'm able to get 3 journaling blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photos. So I love doing interactive elements like that because they really give you an opportunity to add what's the most important kind of your photos and your stories. As we talk about the project and the project kit, as I mentioned, I'm using my 2024 December Documented mini book project kit as a base to this project in a couple of places as I start working on adding my stories and photos throughout the month. I am switching things up a little bit, maybe adding a few extra things, but the base of the whole project is that project kit. All right, for the third. So on the third, I did a creative listing session on my YouTube channel. It was a weeknight session. Normally we do those on a Saturday, but so I thought it might be fun to talk about that for the third. So before I started, I did a little selfie, and that's my little backdrop for the holidays, the shelves behind me. So those were all decorated, and that top row, as a matter of fact, is all 17 years of my December Documented mini book project kits, or my December dailies, which just my most treasured, definitely my most treasured possession are these projects. All right, and then over on the right-hand side, I have a 6x8 pocket page, but I added a photo flip. So what a photo flip does, it's actually another pocket, clear pocket, that has adhesive on it along the edge, so you can adhere it to really anywhere on a pocket page or anywhere on any type of project, but that gives me spot for one or two more photos. So did a little bit of journaling about our listing session. That was a photo the next morning, kind of one of the things we worked on. And as you flip that open, you have room for another photo. You could add another photo here. I added a little card, but showing up close one of the creative lists that we did while we were listing on that Tuesday night. All right. So as we move on, we have the 4th. So the 4th is our son Sam's, our younger son. It is his birthday. So every year for the last, literally, this is the 17th year I have been doing this project. The 4th is always his birthday. And it's always him standing in front of a family tradition that we have called the birthday door. So when our kids were little, we started a new tradition where the night before their birthdays, after they'd gone to bed, we would decorate their bedroom door like a giant present. So basically wrap the front of the door with wrapping paper, put a big bow on there. And then they were little, we'd add things like little candy and little like toys from the dollar store. Now, as they get older, the toys have gone away. They're now replaced by gift cards, but it's just a fun tradition that Sam looks forward to every year. Our older son, Jack, lives out of state, so we no longer do that for him. Sam doesn't even live at home with us, but he comes over for dinner on his birthday, so there's always a door decorated in the house room, so that's kind of fun. Over here, we have another interactive element where this little piece flips down to reveal a photo. Sam and his girlfriend came over for dinner that night, and then this little piece lifts up, room for journaling, and then some photos tucked into that pocket. So you can see my December dailies are all about the interactive elements. I think they just make it fun and also give you lots more room for the photos and the stories that you're telling. All right, so the 5th. The 5th, I joined my mother and one of her dear friends. Actually, the dear friend was the florist at our wedding 30 years ago, so it's kind of fun that she's still in our life. Anyhow, this last night, because today is the 6th, so filming through the 5th. Last night we went to dinner at a wonderful little Italian restaurant in downtown Salt Lake City, and then went to the Kurt Bester concert. So we had a lot of fun doing that. Did a little bit of journaling here. This little piece lifts up. That is a screenshot that I found on the internet and snapped a photo of that. Took a screenshot of that and then printed it out. And then also there's a pocket here. So I've just added a couple of photos from the evening, the three of us, kind of a little selfie there. And then at one point during the concert, and you know, nobody has their phones out, but at one point in the concert, he asked if everyone would bring their phones out with their flashlights and kind of do what they do at concerts. So I figured that was a great opportunity to take a photo. There was a violinist playing with him for a couple of times during the concert. It was absolutely amazing. Anyhow, Kurt Bester is just a fun, he's from Utah, and he is a composer and incredibly talented musician, primarily piano player, but plays other instruments as well. Anyhow, Nick and I had gone to see him a number of years ago, so it was kind of fun for me to go with my mom and her friend. So there we have it. Oh, one last thing I'll mention. I'll bring this up to the camera, but you will see these little paint splatters. It almost looks like snow, and that was my thought. But those are actually paint splatters from a paint pen. So it's just a Poshka white paint pen. And basically, all I did was shake that up to, get that paint really flowing. And then you can either flick it with your fingertip, or you can take another writing instrument, pen, pencil, or whatever, and then tap it like that. And then that ink will spray. Excuse me, not ink. It is not ink, it is paint. So that paint kind of sprays, which is really fun to do when you are Christmas, right? Because it kind of looks like snow. And then it just works really well against a darker background like that green. So there you have it. Those are days 1 through 5 of my 2024 December daily project. Stay tuned in the next week or so. Well, I should say after the next week, where I will come back and show you days 6 through 10. Thanks for watching. Remember, you've got a link in the description box of the video down below. I actually did 3 things: to purchase the 2024 December Documented Mini Book Project Kit, a link to my blog where you can see in detail kind of how I've done each of these days. And then also I've included a link to December Daily Playlist here on my YouTube channel, where where I have probably the last maybe 7 or 8 years of flip through videos of my completed December daily projects. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.